welcome back to another PSO2 video, and today I am going to teach you how to do augments inside a PSO2 New Genesis thanks to the global beta happening right now. And you've seen the video when it live. I will be live at 3 p.m. today, roughly, and playing more New Genesis over in the global beta. And now that I'm actually able to understand, because I can't read Japanese, and that was a problem from JP, but you know, we made it through nonetheless. Now that I actually know how to do augment in PSO2 New Genesis, I am here today to show you how, everything you need to know, and also everything, and this NPC won't stop talking to me. Okay, I think we're good. So, anyway, I'll teach you how to do all that so you are ready to get your weapons and armor up to the highest level possible when New Genesis hits in June. And if you find that video helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, favorite, subscribe, hit all the bells. And here we are inside of New Genesis. So you're going to be needing a few things here before you get into this. The first thing offhand, you are going to be needing whatever weapon you want to actually upgrade here. And you need to also make sure that the items have slots available for you to put your augments in. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and do it with this sword real quick. And you would note that I have 2 slots available on that weapon and none on it. And we're going to go ahead and head into Essential City, which is the main hub of PSO2. And you want to head over to the area with a little pink everywhere that match my character hill, kinda. And by running over to the NPC, you will notice an option here, which is called Add Augment. You want to go ahead and select that. The main thing you are going to be needing for this is, of course, some money, or new Meseta, as it want to be called here. And indicate, I got a couple thousand here, hopefully that is enough. But once again, we're going to go ahead, pick our weapon, and you will see a list of all your augment here, from a whole bunch of PP to attack to HP. Pretty much, you know, the normal routine heal. But if you go ahead and select one of these items you want to use, or, you know, you can use multiples if you want. Let's just go ahead and say, let's go ahead and do the 2. So you can go ahead and go down to conform. You would note it right out of the gate that the percentage for your completion is 10%, which is extremely low, especially a sent weapon can break in this, and you will lose your money. And you might be wondering, how do you get around it? How do you get a higher percentage? No matter what you do, you will always have 10%. The trick is here is, of course, you want to have multiple of the same augment. So this is going to get a little pricey or a little harder to come by depending on what augment you are trying to attach to your character. But lucky enough, I do have a decent amount of augments here. So as you can see, when I add one more for each of these, our percentage will actually go up to 20%. So elite at the beta time, every one of the augment is pretty much 10% to your chance for every one item you add. And if you want to go ahead and actually get enough heal and not have to worry about breaking, you are going to need a grand total of 10 of every single augment heal. So go ahead and add a 10 of the 2 to the item. And then when we head back to the actual conform lit, you would note it now at 100%. So keep this in mind and use your bet judgment here. The less items you use, the lower the percentage is for this augment. So make sure you plan accordingly on that. But once you actually have your augment set and you are ready to actually make the attachment, go ahead and pick the ones you have selected. As you can see, you can add up to 2 by default, but if you want to say you want to add a couple other, we can go ahead and go back and we can go ahead and add a couple of more heals. So let's go ahead, and as you can see, they are now added to the list. At the time of the beta heal, we only are able to add a 2 augment heal, but as you can tell, there is multiple slots for multiple, so in the future, I imagine you're going to be able to do multiples heal, but for the beta purposes, we can only do 2. But either way, once you are happy with the item you selected, you want to go ahead and start affixing. As you can see in the case of this, we are looking at 2,000 Meseta to actually upgrade it, and will actually leave me a little over 5. Once again, the price it might change on release, and also might change depending on what type of augment you're using and how powerful it is. So just know that might be an option in the future, but nonetheless, you want to go ahead and hit start affixing. And then of course you have your ability to use assess booster, which will give you a higher chance of completing the equation of the augment if you do not have enough to actually get to 100%. And also you can add another item as well to it, but sadly in the beta we cannot use any because the item just does not exist in the beta. But when we are ready to go ahead and do that, we're going to go ahead and say yes, and we will go ahead and make the item. As you can see, 100%, we are good. And now the augment, both of them, have been added to this sword. But let's go ahead and say you want to just add, you know, let's say 1. Let's say you want to add a 1 augment here. And once you select it, as you can see, 10%. And it will only be $100. So pretty much you are looking at least in the beta, 100 new setup for every item you use. So if you use 10, I bet to be spending $1,000 per add-on here. But as you can see, we can go ahead and try to make this.
No.
And of course, it failed. And once you go back to your augment, you would notice the augment is gone and your money is gone. So in return, you will lose both of them. So once again, do not try to actually do that if the percentage are extremely low. Ideally, you probably want to get it to about 50-60%, and even then, you still might want to get this a lot higher if possible. And there you have it. That is how you attach augments into your weapon and armor inside a PSO2 New Genesis. And with this, hopefully you can make some awesome weapons. So hopefully that is helpful for you. If so, make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe. Hopefully that will be roughly the same when the game comes out in June. But we will see about that. If so, I guess I might have to remake the video, which, you know, that's gonna hurt my poor soul. But it will be fine. But nonetheless, if you do want to check out me streaming a PSO2 New Genesis, once again, if you're watching this video when it go live, I will be live at roughly, give or take, at 3 p.m. Central Standard, and we'll be playing the final day of the beta all the way up to when the beta closes later tonight at 9 p.m. And with that, that will go ahead and do it for me, and I will go ahead and see you all inside New Genesis and in the comments. Welcome to the end, everybody. Thank you all for watching that video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully if you find more video enjoyment over here on the corner of the screen, make sure you check them out. Also, I like to give a big thank you to my Patreons listed below, and a special shout out to Kyle Brower for joining the Tier 4 shout out. So if you want to get your hands on some of this and a whole bunch of awesome stuff, make sure you check it out on patreon.com/Maconn. And with that, see you in the comment for real. Bye.